When you have a married couple, they can actually hold assets as tenancy by the entirety in Virginia, which gives you an added protection. So think of it a lot like a joint without survivorship. I mean, one of you passes, it automatically goes to the other person. But tenancy by the entirety also gives us the ability to protect those assets against a creditor of one of us. So if we're looking at asset protection from creditors, holding your assets as tenancy by the entirety is a great way to do it, especially because when we transfer those assets into your trust, at least in Virginia, we're able to continue that same creditor protection into the trust by statute. And that applies to real estate, financial accounts. Virginia is very generous in that regard. So if we're concerned about a creditor of one of us, that's one option. If we are concerned about creditors for other purposes, you can do irrevocable trusts. You're giving up control of the assets, but perhaps they're for the benefit of your spouse or your children or whatnot. Because you've given up control, they're no longer yours. So that's another way to do asset protection. And that same thing comes into play with your children. So let's say you are concerned about your kids inheriting your wealth, and you're concerned that they're going to lose that money to a creditor or in a divorce. So in that scenario, when we're talking about asset protection, we oftentimes will do trusts for the children's lifetimes. When you are gone, whatever they inherit goes in trust for their benefit, but it's not their money. So they're able to use it for their health, education, maintenance, support, and some other parameters that you put in the trust, but they don't have unfettered access. So it's still there for them for what they need, but because they don't have unfettered access, it's not their asset. It can be attached to by a creditor or in a divorce. So some families will do multi-generations of this type of trust. Some will just do just for the kids, and when the kids are gone, it goes out right to the grandkids. That's a secondary means of protecting assets for the next generation.